Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about the east sector of your home. It has this unique opportunity to honor and enhance your family relationships, your community, your tribe, and to bring energy and healthy exercise to this area. The design in your home can actually do this. Hi, my name's Erica Meyer, and I'm an architect who is a Feng Shui enthusiast. I have used it throughout my home, and I am here to share it with you. I just adore how Feng Shui is this marriage of the material world and metaphors which enhance our lives. So let me tell you also just this lovely coincidence. Is it a coincidence or not? But each week after I publish a video, I go out for kind of a celebratory walk and listen to a podcast with my friend Mel Robbins. And last week, she was talking about friendships and the 3 pillars that she believes are needed to enhance your relationships, your friendships, and why we struggle as adults. So let's first do a quick recap of the importance of the East. This is video 3 in a series of 9. The first video in the Southwest because that's where I began my Feng Shui journey. But if we're following the period chart, number 1 is the North sector. And in that video, in our North sector, which is right over there for me, we talked about your life path and having depth, bringing into more meaning into that life path as it fountains up and bubbles up, it flows into the other areas. Number 2 sector is the Southwest. That Southwest sector is all about loving relationships. Be it marriage or deep friendships, it is based on those people who will be with you throughout the long, dark night because the sun sets in the Southwest. And so you can use those warm, beautiful colors, whatever sunset has most inspired you, use that in your Southwest sector. Add some ability to be a partner in that space. And then in today's video, we're talking about the East sector, which is right behind me. And in this particular house, the stairwell, which goes from the basement to the second floor. This area can work with Mel's 3 pillars. The symbolism is right there. So, I mean, it's just too juicy. I'm so excited. Thank you, Mel, I just love how it's working out. And I hope you all enjoy it. Please comment if you see the relationship as well. So what I love also about Feng Shui is this universality. Is that a word? The sun rises in the east for everyone. So in the east sector of our home, we made it through the dark, cold night. So we're focusing on that sunrise, the energy that it brings to our home and our house, and finding that community. We have a solid foundation within ourselves now from the north, objects that are reminding us in the north of our personal purpose. We've got relationships in the southwest, and now we're building our family and our communities, that strong foundation that we need to then continue on through our lives. Because as humans, we are all connected, and we have been successful as a species because we've worked together in communities. We're going to focus on the sun, its growth in this sector, colors like greens and blues, and upward movement. Let's go into the first of Mel's 3 pillars of what friendships need. And the first one is proximity. The proximity of when we're all little and in school, and that those friendships are easy. You grow up and there is a great scattering. So in Feng Shui, we're using all the materials of the space. We're using the volume of the space, the colors, the windows, the materials, the fabrics, the furniture that we choose. And because my space is a stairwell, I really need to focus mainly on color and artwork. Because it is a vertical circulation space, it's not great for plants. There's no furniture in it because it is very utilitarian space for us. But it can still have meaning and importance and purpose in our life. What I have chosen in this house is this gallery wall of my family here. It's close enough to the east sector of my home. This is my moment of honoring them and seeing how we've changed over time. Also within this space, just recently, my husband came home with this print and I'm like, where are we going to put it? And he's like, I don't know. I just liked it. So I found this spot. I thought that this wall within the stairwell was just a perfect spot for it. And then it started dawning on me, oh, I've got that print from my friend. I went to high school in the Buffalo, New York area, so she gave me this print. My dad created this frame, and it's just been sitting in storage since we moved in. And like, oh, let me go get that. And then this is just this little cute little print of a buffalo too. So we've got this bison theme going on all of a sudden. And my son has always been obsessed with bison. His 3rd or 4th birthday, he wanted this bison cake. So I made him a bison cake. I'm very proud of my bison cake. So let's think about bison herds and their proximity. They migrate, they come back. It's really cool symbolism that is working in my home. What kind of collections do you have? So because I have this gallery wall, then I have this larger wall going up the stairs that we don't yet have anything on that wall. So I was thinking this would be a great place to do a larger gallery wall honoring all of the different clubs that my husband and I have been a part of throughout our lives. What are those communities? There are just so many. Possibility of filling this wall. Sometimes we feel so alone, but then as you reflect back in your life, this is an area where we can focus on past communities, current communities, and future communities. But the idea of putting together a gallery wall does not fill me with joy. No, all I can think of is all the little holes and dusting it and getting off kilter. This little gallery of 5 photos kind of drives me crazy when I dust it. Make sure they're plumb. If you have tips for that, please let me know. Going into objects, if you have only room for objects in your space, let me show you this awesome green glass vase that has been with me for so long. I got this when I was working at a TJ Maxx in college on Christmas break, and this was something that I just loved, and it has traveled with me all these many years. Rather than creating a gallery wall for now, I've chosen to let this vase be a symbol of all of these groups and communities and tribes that I've been a part of. This is the container to honor you guys for now. The thing that I also love about these videos in that sharing, I'm also learning and creating new ideas. And what occurred to me, what I would prefer instead of a gallery wall of many different things is to create a quilt. Now, I've only created one quilt in my life thus far. Now I am inspired to pull out the few scraps of fabric that I have and then to request from my friends just a little strip, just a little vertical strip of a piece of material that they love. And I am going to stitch them all together and I'm going to create some sort of wall tapestry / quilt to hang in that vertical space. So then 2 things. When we move someday, I don't have a million holes to fill. I don't need to dust it. And I get to take this beautiful piece of art with me that is special symbolism for me and my family and all of the beautiful communities that we've been a part thus far. So thank you in advance, dear friends, for sending me these scraps. And I can't wait to start my quilting community. If you are intrigued and want to learn more, please subscribe to join this community. Currently, I have 50 subscribers. Thank you all. And it would be great to, in a community video, to see how many people we can grow this time. So thank you very much. Okay. The next pillar from Mel Robbins' Building Friendships is time. And in her analogy and thesis, she is talking about the amount of time that you spend with a person and how deep then that relationship can go. I found it very mind-opening to think about the time spent with people. Let's move that time metaphor into Feng Shui symbolism, which growth in the East sector, it's focused on big trees and that community of trees and their roots, right? Think about those big redwood forests. And apparently they have shallow root systems, but they're all connected, right? They need that forest grove. That community is stronger and grows because of that connection. And the same with like aspens and how they all are connected and all turn bright yellow in the fall. Did I get my tree right? I think so. Thinking about time and the amount of time, the trees and the rings that are growing. So here is all cool symbolism or pillars, right? That you can use into your East sector to memorialize time and the amount of time that you have in these communities. And if you like this analogy, please hit the like button. The last of Mel Robbins' pillars is energy. And the energy that you bring to your friendships, she goes into let them and let me. And in the architectural sense, the energy that you bring to the space. When we built this house, I knew that the stairwell was going to be in this East sector, and I could work with, the sun rising, capturing the energy of the day. That is an important part of bringing the energy of positivity for your community in your home and making that work. I want to share with you also my Pinterest boards below. What I'm trying to do in these Pinterest boards, I'm not selling anything right now. I don't know. Leave that open to the future. You most likely have something different going on in the East sector of your home. So you will find here all different kinds of living rooms, dining rooms, libraries, bathrooms, bedrooms, but in a color palette. Well, first, of course, the color palette kind of speaks to those jewel tones because that's what I'm first attracted to. But then I have tried to also include more neutral rooms with just a pop of green or pastel palettes. No matter what your preferred color palette is, and I do have a video talking about that, you can enhance this area by supporting it with the colors that speak most to you, with the objects and artwork that speak to you and your family and your community. Enjoy designing. So please take a look at that Pinterest board below. So in conclusion, your East sector is about your communities from the past, present, and future. Will I put my YouTube, that subscriber button in this spot? Future video, where will it go? We have some time to figure that out as this channel grows. And I truly thank you for being here. In the next video, we are going to talk about the Southeast sector, which is all about prosperity, wealth, abundance. It's going to be a good one. So please subscribe and come back soon. In the meantime, here are those other 2 videos of the North and Southwest that you can also check out. Thank you so much. Bye.